Today, in this video, I'm going to discuss some of the most important questions which will be asked in your board exam and also in NTSE exam. And this covers the important questions under biology. Now, look at the question 1. Examine the following statements and select the correct option. Statement A: the massive amounts of gaseous exchange takes place in leaves through stomata. And statement B: exchange of gases also occurs across the surface of stems, roots, and leaves of the plants. Now the options are 1. A is true, B is false. Second, A is false, B is true. Third, both A and B are true. Fourth, both A and B are false. Now, when you look at the statements, both the statements are correct. The massive amount of gaseous exchange takes place in leaves through the stomata. Obviously, this is right statement. Exchange of gases also occurs across the surface of stems, roots, and leaves of the plants. Yes, these two correct. But the difference is much exchange of gases takes place through the stomata, which are present at the lower surface of the leaves. But at the surface of the stems, roots, and leaves, it takes place, but not as much as it takes place in the stomata, which is present at the lower epidermis of the leaves. So, both the statements are correct. So, the right answer is option is 3. Both A and B are true. Next, let me go for second question. This is second question. If gastric glands do not secrete HCl, the following act in the stomach is affected. Options: starch breaking down into maltose, fats breaking down into fatty acids and glycerol. Third, the digestion of proteins. Fourth, complex carbohydrates converting into glucose. So, in gastric glands, HCl activates the enzymes like pepsin and renin. So, they involve in digestion of the proteins. So, right option is option 3. Third question: the following statements are correct about life process in organisms. The breaking down of pyruvate into carbon dioxide, water, and energy takes place in mitochondria. In yeast, fermentation takes place in the presence of oxygen. C. Breaking down of pyruvate using oxygen takes place in the chloroplast. D. The release of energy in aerobic process is greater than the anaerobic process. Now, which would you like to answer? First, you identify the correct statements among A, B, C, D, and then you go for opting the options. Now, as per the statements, statement A is absolutely correct, and statement D is also very correct. But think about B and C. Fermentation doesn't take place in presence of oxygen. And option 3, breaking down of pyruvate using oxygen takes place in mitochondria, not in the chloroplast. So C is also wrong. So definitely we have to select fourth option, that is A and D statements are correct. This is fourth question. which are in statement forms. Assertion A, the lungs always retain some residual volume of air during breathing cycle. Reason R, this condition provides sufficient time for oxygen absorption and release of carbon dioxide. The options are given. First option, A is true and R is false. Second option, A is false and R is true. Third option, both A and R are true but R does not explain A. Fourth option, both A and R are true and R explains A. So when you think the statement A, R reason suits very good for statement A. So we have to go for the option 4. Both A and R are true and R explains A. This is the right answer as the statement R which explains clearly about A. Here, the acidic food is converted into alkaline. Here, the acidic food is converted into alkaline as soon it comes out from the stomach. When it reaches duodenum, the bile juice get mixed with the food and it makes the food alkaline. So the option is 2. Bile juice is the right answer. The sixth question, assertion A, the rate of breathing in aquatic organisms is much faster than terrestrial organisms. The reason are the amount of dissolved oxygen is fairly high in water compared to the amount of oxygen in the air. The options, first one, A is true and R is false. B, second option, A is false, R is true. Third one, both A and R are true and R explains A. Fourth, both A and R are true but R does not explains A. Now, when we see the assertion, the rate of breathing in aquatic organisms is much faster than terrestrial organisms. This is correct statement. But when you go for the reason, the amount of dissolved oxygen is fairly less in water compared to the amount of oxygen in air. So R does not support A. So the answer is A is true but R is false. Choose the incorrect statement about transportation in animals. When you look at the statements, 3 will be correct statement and 1 will be wrong. So you want to identify the right statement. Double circulation of blood is found in fishes. The first statement itself wrong. Definitely other 3 will be obviously correct statements. So the first option itself wrong because in fishes we come across single circulation. So the first option is wrong. Hence, you have to select the incorrect statement as the first one. Look at number 8 question. Carbon monoxide poisoning is due to the formation of, it's very direct question. The answer will go the fourth one, carboxyhemoglobin. Ninth question. Examine the following statement and select the correct option. Statement A. When the moisture escapes through guard cells, they shrink and stomatal pore open. Stomatal pore closes if the guard cells swell. Now when you see statement A and B, both are giving out wrong concepts. When the moisture escapes through the guard cells, obviously they shrink. Then the stomatal pore closes, but they have given open. So statement A is wrong. Statement B, stomatal pore closes if the guard cells shrink, but they have given as swell. So statement B is also wrong. So the answer with second, both A and B are false. 10th question. The following statements are correct about circulation of blood. Now, four statements are given. Now, you want to identify the correct statement which is related to the circulation of blood. Now, the statement A goes like this. Blood pressure is caused by constrictions of veins. Second statement, high blood pressure is caused by the constriction of veins. C, one cell thick vessels are called capillaries. D, arteries need to have thick elastic walls since the blood emerges from the heart under high pressure. So among the four statements, statement B is not correct. Statement A, C, D are perfectly correct statements. So we have to go for the option third. A, C, D. That is, third option is the right answer. Raghu was absent in the class because of muscle pain, which he claims to be due to excess physical exercise he had done the previous day. This pain is due to, it is directly related to the lactic acid. As we know, the muscle cramps are created in the muscles because of deficiency of oxygen, and that is the option 2. Formation of lactic acid is the right answer. 12. When carrying out the starch test on the leaf, it is important to boil the leaf in alcohol too. Direct question, and the answer is third option. We boil the leaf in alcohol to remove the chlorophyll. 13. The enzyme secreted by the pancreas, it is trypsin. Option 1. 14th. Pancreatic juice contains enzymes which digest the following nutrient. So we know that pancreatic juice is having trypsin to digest protein, lipase to digest fats, amylase to digest carbohydrates. So obviously the answer will be the first option, which digest proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Look at 15th question. Transpiration in plants helps in temperature regulation in them. Transpiration increases with the increase in velocity of wind. The rate of transpiration increases with the increase in atmospheric pressure. The amount of transpiration from lenticels is less than the stomatal transpiration. So both A and B are correct statements comparatively to the C and D. So the answer will be fourth. A and B are the correct statements. 16. The fluid part of human seminal plasma is produced by prostate gland and seminal vesicles. So the answer will go first one. Both A and B are the correct answers. Question 17. Match the following with column 1 with column 2. Column 1 is certain process, that is gestation, ovulation, parturition, conception. Now we have to match with column 2. Gestation is duration between pregnancy and birth. Ovulation is release of egg from the Graafian follicle or ovary. Parturition is delivery of baby from uterus. Fourth, conception is formation of zygote by the fusion of egg and sperm. So these are the matching process. So the answer will go the fourth one. Fourth option is the right answer. 18. The following statement are correct about reproductive system in human being. Now, we have to identify the correct statements among the four. While reading, you just identify the correct and wrong statements and search those options in given options. Oogenesis is the process by which the formation of sperm takes place. This is wrong statement because spermatogenesis is the process where the sperm formation takes place. So option A is wrong. Next, statement B. Spermatogenesis occurs in the seminiferous tubules. This is right. Follicle stimulation hormone is indirectly stimulates spermatogenesis. Even this is right. The urethra forms a common passage for both sperms and urine. Even this is also correct. So only A is the wrong. Remove A and search for B, C, D. It is option second one. B, C, D are correct statements. 19. Fertilization of ovum occurs in. It is direct. It is in fallopian tube. Option 3 is the right answer. 20th. It is in a statement form. Assertion A. Testes are located outside the abdominal cavity in scrotum. This is correct statement. And reason R. Sperm formation requires a higher temperature than the body temperature. No, this is wrong because sperm formation requires very low temperature than the body temperature. So, second option is the right answer. A is true, R is false. 21. Remarkable reduction in blood pressure affects normal functioning of the kidney as follows. Reduces secretion of nitrogenous waste? No. Reduces renal filtration? Yes. Remarkable reduction in blood pressure reduces renal filtration. So, option 2 is the right answer. 22nd. Read the following statements and select the correct option. If egg is fertilized, so what will be the result? There is no menstruation discharge. Yes, this is correct. The level of progesterone decreases. No, it is wrong because progesterone increases. So B is wrong. Progesterone prevents maturation of another follicle. Yes, this is right. Emptied follicle in the ovary turns into a hormone producing tissue? Yes, this is also right. Now, among four, only B is the wrong statement. So, the fourth option, that is A, C, D, are the correct statements. The third, the following investigation was carried out using flower buds growing on three plants of the same species. Plant X, the anthers were carefully removed and buds left open to the air. Plant Y, the anthers were not removed and the paper bag was tied tightly around each bud. The plant Z, the anthers were carefully removed and a paper bag was tied tightly around each bud. Although all flowers bloom normally, only those on X produce seeds, and this result is due to the kind of pollination which have occurred. That is, as the plant X anthers are removed but the bud is kept open in air, it is free enough to get pollinated by insect, obviously wind, and if happens it is called cross pollination. Option 4 is the right answer. In which part of the given figure does the fertilization of ovum by sperm takes place? Obviously it is fallopian tube. P letter is showing the part fallopian tube. So the option 1 is the right answer. 25th, homologous organs have same structure but different function. So the answer is 3. 26. Speciation takes place when variation occurs with A. Mutation, B. Death of an organism, C. Geographical isolation, D. If DNA changes are severe. So the options, among the options, C and D are the correct reasons for bringing up speciation. So option 4, C and D are the correct. During grafting, the portion of the plant that is grafted is called scion, and the base which give a support for the scion is called as stalk. Now for 27th question, the answer is scion. 28. Links between organisms that show branching pattern of evolutionary relationship are shown by these evidences. Now among these four evidences, complete link, branching structure and relationship is clearly shown in phylogenetic trees. As the name indicates, trees are always having branching, and that branching pattern is very clear in phylogenetic trees. Right answer is option 3. Speciation is the evolutionary process by which, first option, a gene pool is formed. Yes, the first option itself correct, where it leads to new species or new gene pool. Hence, the first is the right reason for bringing up speciation. So, first option is the right answer. Now, 30th is elaborated question, and usually the elaborated questions will have very simple concept. Now let me see that. 4 seedlings of equal size and height are taken and given for the following treatment respectively. Plant A, tip not removed, nothing is applied. That means no disturbance is done with plant A. Plant B, tip removed, nothing is applied. Plant B, only the tip part has been removed. Plant C, Tip is removed and gelatin block was applied. Plan D, tip removed, gelatin block with axin was placed on the cut edge. Now, when you see the order of the growth of these plants, now what will be the result? Always plant A will grow naturally is always better and it takes a maximum height. And the plant D, which is promoted by growth hormone called axin, even that will have better growth but not as much in plant A. So plant A is always greater than plant D and plant D is greater than plant B because tip has been removed, lateral growth is promoted, it never takes an height but nothing is applied, so the plant B will still continue to grow. And C, it doesn't grow because it was blocked by gelatin. So the fourth option is the right answer. The membranes covering both brain and spinal cord is called, very simple, it is called meninges. Third option is the right answer. The carbohydrates which are not used immediately are stored in our body in the form of glycogen. First option is the right answer. Transpiration does not help in temperature regulation of the plant body, absorption of water and minerals, upward movement of water and minerals, translocation of food both in upward and downward direction. Yes, fourth is not related to the transpiration. So for 33rd question, 4 is not supported with transpiration. So 4 should be removed. Answer is 4 and rest 3 are supporting with the transpiration. Breakdown of glucose into pyruvate takes place in cytoplasm. Reflex arcs in human nervous system are formed in spinal cord. Fourth option is the right answer. A plant hormone which inhibits growth is abscisic acid. 2 is the right answer. The mineral required for the secretion of thyroxine hormone is obviously iodine. First option is the right answer. The process by which pyruvate is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide in yeast, and this process is obviously in absence of oxygen and that is called fermentation. Option 3 is the right answer. 39. After being pricked by a thorn, a child withdraws its leg immediately. The center of this action is, yes, it is spinal cord, that is reflex action. A gland having endocrine as well as exocrine function, that is pancreas, a dual gland. A gland having endocrine as well as exocrine function, that is pancreas. Fourth answer is the right answer as it secretes insulin and glucagon which act as an endocrine. It produces pancreatic juice which flows in pancreatic duct, hence it is called exocrine. Name of the plastids found in beetroot, that is anthocyanin. Anthocyanin, which is dark purplish pink colored pigment which protects UV radiation and also having more medicinal benefits, and hence anthocyanin is found in beetroot. Now match the column 1 with column 2. Column 1 with testosterone, progesterone, cortisone, thyroxine. All these are the hormones. and these hormones are connected with the functions. Testosterone, a masculine characters. That is, third option is the right answer. By looking with one matching term, we'll get the answer. That is, third is the right answer as A matches with 3. Progesterone, uterine changes. Cortisone, concentration of salts in the blood. Thyroxine, physical and mental development. If you identify one correct answer, you will easily can get score. Read the following statements and select the correct option. Statement A, axin help to prevent fruit and leaf drop at early stages. Statement B, abscisic acid promotes seed germination. Second statement is wrong and the first statement is perfectly correct. So the answer is A is true and B is false. The first option is the right answer. The passage or duct that leads from ovary to the uterus, that is fallopian tube. Third option is the right answer. The fluid that protects the developing embryo, that is the first option, amniotic fluid. During photosynthesis, the main function of stomata is leave the carbon dioxide from the leaf to atmosphere. That is second option is the right answer. In a schematic diagram, the experiment on pea plants having axial flowers with the rounded seeds and terminal flowers with the winkle seeds are crossed, and the fun progeny always shows capital A small a, capital R small r. This is the gametic version of F1 generation. And obviously, if one capital A, one capital R are found, those plants are axial round seeds. That is, option 3 is the right answer. In this question, extinct in wild is already the organisms are in extinct stage. And next is risky species are endangered species. They are about to get extinct. And next, risky species are vulnerable. They are about to get endangered. And last, critically endangered. They are about to get endangered. So, fourth option is the right answer. Variation combined with geographical isolation may result in definitely speciation. Second option is the right answer. Ganga Action Plan has been initiated to increase fishery in the Gangas. No, it is not related. Clean excessive pollutants in Ganga water. Yes. Make the river better for water transport. No. Control agriculture runoff. Yes. So B and D are the correct answers. So option second is the right answer. No urination due to shortage of water in the body is a typical symptom of this disease. When you look at the options, typhoid, malaria, dengue are the main symptom of fever. And with the dehydration or no urination is connected with the cholera. So fourth option is the right answer. For 28th, when you want to match column 1 with column 2, you want to know what are its function. These are the blood cells and what are the function. Thrombocytes helps in clotting of blood. Neutrophils are called as phagocytosis. Erythrocytes are supply of oxygen, helps in supply of oxygen. Lymphocytes produces antibodies. So fourth option is the right answer. Study the diagram below and select the correct labeling. A is called as guard cell, B stoma, C epidermal cell, D it is chloroplast. So second option is the right answer. The blood vessel that begins and ends in capillaries. The portal system begins in capillaries and venules of digestive system. So portal system is important. So that portal is found in fourth option, that is hepatic portal vein is the right answer. Assertion A, sympathetic nervous system prepares the body to meet any emergency situation. The reason are the sympathetic nervous system is stimulated by the hormone oxytocin during emergency situation. Statement A, yes, sympathetic nervous system prepares the body to meet any emergency situation. It is meant for localized adjustments. So first statement is correct. And the reason R is nowhere showing the relationship with the first. So answer is third. A is true but R is false. Which of the following statements are correct? Tapeworms are hermaphrodites and undergo self fertilization. Yes, this is correct. Earthworms are hermaphrodites and undergo self fertilization. Tapeworms are hermaphrodites but undergo cross fertilization. Earthworms are hermaphrodites but undergo cross fertilization. Yes, this is also right. Among four statements, A and D are correct. So the option second is the right answer. A and D only. Earthworms, hermaphrodites, which are so popular for cross fertilization. The rate of transpiration in plants is high in the following situations: when it is cool, humid, windy, no; hot, humid, dry, no; hot, dry, windy, yes. When it is hot, dry, windy, the rate of transpiration increases. So option 3 is the right answer. Suppose a person wears a convex lenses for proper vision. Where does the image of the object formed in his or her eye when he or she not using it? When they were not using it, obviously the image is formed behind the retina. When they start using the convex lens, it helps to form the image on the retina. If not, the defective people always having the image behind the retina. Read the following statement. It forms a thick, tough barrier and protects the underlying tissues in the skin. When it is present in the sense organs, contain receptor cells. It also helps in absorption of nutrients. When it is present in glands, helps in secretion. Which of the following represent the above mentioned characters? Obviously, it is epithelial tissue. All these statements are connected with epithelial tissue. First option is the right answer. Color blindness is more common in men than in women. It is due to recessive genes of such traits that occur on the X chromosome. Yes, this is the right answer. These are found on recessive genes and that too on X chromosome. So option 3 is the right answer. The crop that would require minimum quantity of urea of NPK for its growth is black gram. Black gram is the right option among the four. Read the following statements and select the correct option. Wind pollination flowers need to produce more quantity of pollen grains. Yes. Seeds from cross pollinated flowers produce weaker and less healthy plants. No, always cross pollinated flowers results in healthy plants. It results in hybridization. So, A is true, B is false. Second option is the right answer. Protein catalyst of chemical reactions in biological system are enzymes. Enzymes is the right answer. So match column 1 with column 2. Column 1 is given microorganisms and column 2 with disease. Virus is related with polio. So directly you can go with the option 3. You can directly go with answering the first question, that is virus is related to the polio, that is third option. B bacteria, tetanus. C protozoa is sleeping sickness. D nematode, filariasis. So third option is the right answer. If the subcutaneous glands are not functioning, then our skin will turn dry and rough, as they are called as oil glands. In our skin there will be oil glands which secretes oil. If it is not secreted, the skin will become dry and rough. The joint between humerus and ulna that moves in one plane only with hinge joint. Second option is the right answer. Read the following statements and select the correct option. It is colorless, highly acidic liquid. It contains enzyme like pepsin. It kills any germs which may have entered along with the blood. It converts protein into peptides. That is gastric juice. It is gastric juice. Third option is the right answer. Assertion A, color blindness is more common in males than in females. Yes, this is correct statement. Color blindness defect is due to dominating genes. No. Which occur in Y chromosome. No, this is wrong. So A is true and R is false. First option is the right answer. The study of label diagram below the select the correct option. A is cortex, B is medulla, C renal artery, D renal vein. So third will be the right answer. Read the following statements and select the correct option. Oxytocin causes constriction of uterus muscles during childbirth. Yes, it is correct statement. Insulin stimulates deposition of extra glucose of blood as glycogen in liver and muscles. Yes, this is also true. So third option A and B are true. Is the right answer. A plant that shows viviparous germination. So usually halophytes shows viviparous germination. That is, the rhizophora is a example of halophyte. So second option is the right answer. Identify the correct statements among the photosynthesis. Mesophyll cells in the leaf are principal center of photosynthesis. Yes. Splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen ions in the presence of light is called polymerization. No, it is wrong. Photolysis. Conversion of glucose into starch is called photolysis. No, wrong. The electrons are used in converting ADP into energy rich compound ATP by adding one phosphate is called Photophosphorylation. Yes, this is right. So A and D are the correct statements. So first option is the right answer. If the common salt is sprinkled on lawn grass, it is killed at the spot. This is due to plasmolysis. Read the following statement and select the correct option. Axin help to prevent the fruit and leaf drop at early stage. Yes, this is correct. Abscisic acid promotes seed germination. No, this is wrong. So, second option A is true and B is false. Second option is the right answer. Cretinism and myxedema are due to hyposecretion of thyroxine. That is, fourth option is the right answer. Rahul friends are suffering from some disease. Ritika is suffering from rickets. Satish has hemophilia and Soumya has H1N1. Then who can communicate disease to Rahul? That is Soumya only. H1N1 is air transmitting disease and other diseases cannot be spread by air. And hence Soumya can only communicate the disease to Rahul. Look at the Venn diagram given below. X and Y and Z letters. Y can be lizard. Yes, because it has got 3 chamber and they are oviparous. Yes. Z can be tiger because they are viviparous and pentadactyl. And X, there is no such organism which is intermediate between reptile and a mammal. So X, there is no such organism. So first option itself the right answer. During the day, plants do not release carbon dioxide. Reason are carbon dioxide generated during respiration is used for photosynthesis. Yes, both the statements are correct. And R is the reason for A. The following statements about blood vessels. Arteries have thin and less muscular walls. This is wrong. Walls of veins are non-elastic. This is also wrong. Arteries have no valves in inner lining. Third is correct. Veins do not collapse when empty. This is wrong. They easily get collapsed when they get empty. So only C is the right answer, but here something went wrong. Remarkable reduction in blood pressure affects normal functioning of the kidney as reduces renal filtration. Second option is the right answer. When you look at the diagram, a sunlight is bright from the window. A plant which is blocked from the 3 sides open at one side which is facing the window. That means it is getting sunlight from one side. What happened in this plant? A hormone abscisic is synthesized at the shoot tip? No. When light is coming from one side of the plant, axin diffuses towards the shady side of the plant. Yes, this is right. Abscisic acid helps the cells to grow longer. No. Cells grow longer on the side of the shoot which is away from the light. Yes, this is right. B and D are the correct statements, so option 4 is the right answer. Choose the most appropriate statement from the options If the wind blows faster, the water vapor released during transpiration is faster. Yes. Increase in atmospheric pressure increases the rate of transpiration. Decrease in temperature allows more water to evaporate. No. High humidity in the air increases the rate of transpiration. No, wrong. Only first statement is correct. So, first option is the right answer. Match column 1 with column 2. Column 1 is with hormones. Column 2 with the function. Insulin promotes glucose utilization by the body cells. So that is first option is the right answer by looking first. Thyroxine promotes tissue metabolism. ADH increase reabsorption of water from the kidney. Oxytocin stimulates milk secretion. So first option is the right answer. The correct route that sperm flows when it releases from testes of the mammal. The right answer is epididymis, vas deferens, and urethra. Pattern baldness is more common in males than in females due to dominant genes of such traits are found in X chromosome. That is, first option is the right answer. An useful biological indicator of sulfur dioxide pollution is third option. Lichen is the right answer. Animal species that is being conserved in Dachigam National Park is Hongle or Kashmir stag. The correct sequence of aerobic respiration in yeast is glucose converts into pyruvate in cytoplasm, and that converts into ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. Second option is the right answer. Some dinosaurs had feathers, although they could not fly, but birds have feathers that help them to fly. In the context of evolution, this means birds have evolved from reptiles. Third option is the right answer. Examine the following statement and select the correct option. Statement A, speciation may take place when variation is combined with geographical isolation. Yes, this is right. Statement B, traits in one individual may not be inherited separately. This is wrong. They can inherit separately. A is true, B is false. First option is the right answer. The fluid that protects the developing embryo is amniotic fluid. Fourth option is the right answer. Thank you. If you go through these questions, definitely you will get very good score and a biology in your NTSE exam. Thank you. All the best for your exam.